Code Breakers is a 2-player game. To play, you'll need the blank 10x10 grid. You can use a Think Square overlay to keep the pieces in their places, but you don't need it. And then you'll need bags of different coloured pieces. You probably want all 4 colours, and then if you want to get fancy, you can use rockets and things like that as well. So we'll start with some easy codes. Basically, there's 2 roles in this game. One is the code maker and one is the code breaker. The code maker will write a line of code. For example, they might write one like this. They need to describe this in their book secretly so the breaker doesn't know what it is. And after they've made it, they take one piece out and then the breaker needs to replace the piece that's been taken out. So for example, they might make this line of code and then they remove this piece, and the code breaker would have to look at that code and consider what's happening. So they might describe it as blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. And so they might discover that a yellow piece goes there. They place what they think goes there and then they describe the code to the person who made it. And if those both things are correct, then they can move on to something a bit more difficult. So that's the first line of code. The second line is a little bit harder. So let's try this. And again, describe it in your book, remove one piece. And so this one's a bit more tricky to see what's happening, but hopefully they would be able to figure out it goes yellow, green, green, repeat. Yellow, green, green, repeat. And so the description would be just yellow, green, green, and then repeat. So you only need to describe it once and then write repeat after the end. We'll move on to an even harder one. So again, it's a bit trickier to see this time, but hopefully again, the person would discover there's a red that goes there because it goes yellow, red, red, blue. Repeat. Yellow, red, red, blue. And finally, I'll give the hardest one. These are useful for directions as well. And you'd complete the full line, but let's just imagine we're done here. They would look at that and might take out this piece here. You might notice ships pointing up, then down, or maybe pointing right, then left, right, then left. This pattern is a bit harder to describe than the other ones, so I'll give you a moment to think about that. Some people might see up, down, right, left, left. Others might see up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left. But these are both not the easiest way to describe this pattern. Each ship's being turned 90 degrees to make the next one in the clockwise direction. So ready? 90-degree turn makes this one. 90-degree turn makes this one. 90-degree turn makes this one. And so on. So that's how you play Code Breakers.